This is RTV6 News at 11, working for you.
With the holidays on the horizon, it's almost the busy season for package deliveries, and that means a lot of opportunities for thieves to target your packages. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Griffin. A man on the northwest side of Indy is sharing video of a package thief that hit his porch this weekend. He's talking only to RTV6 reporter Graham Hunter, who found out what you can do to prevent this from happening to you.
My doorbell camera alerted me that somebody dropped something off.
Ryan Hours says he usually doesn't have packages delivered to his porch, but figured for a smaller item, this time it would be all right.
It was a razor that I bought online.
A few hours after delivery, he got another doorbell notification.
I saw that somebody else had come to the front door, which I thought was a little odd.
Hours was on his way home and decided to check the video feed on his phone.
And sure enough, it was this guy that just decided he was going to come up to my front porch, wait for a second. We didn't hear anything. He just took off with the package.
He reported the crime to police.
It made me upset. I was frustrated that somebody just decided they could just walk up on somebody's front porch and take someone else's things. Not very cool.
And shared this video on a neighborhood social media app.
I just want to let everybody else in the neighborhood know that somebody was out prowling around and taking people's packages. I don't want it to happen to anybody else.
Now Hours is taking steps to make sure no one takes a package off his front step again. He recently installed a new garage door.
They actually have a partnership now with Amazon for in-garage delivery. So I think that's something that I'll probably set up going forward so that way they can just deliver packages into the garage and then close it when they leave.
IMPD has shared tips with RTV6 in the past to protect your orders. They say you can ask to sign for a package upon delivery, buy insurance for expensive items, have packages delivered to work, track your package delivery online, have a trusted neighbor pick it up, and have the post office hold deliveries when you head out of town. Working for you on the northwest side, Graham Hunter, RTV6.
Wrapping up what overall has been a pretty nice but cool weekend here across central Indiana. We made it into the 50s both Saturday and Sunday, and we'll make it there again tomorrow. Temperatures right now holding in the middle to upper 40s across central Indiana. 45 for you in Bloomington, 47 downtown, in Muncie at 48. It does feel a little bit cooler than that, though, because we've got this south breeze, but it's around 10 to 15 miles per hour, and that's taking those temperatures, making it feel like it's in the lower 40s this evening. Storm Team 6 radar, we've got the satellite. You can see all the gray of that blanket of cloud cover. The showers are clipping by just off to our north. And as we look back to the northwest, that's where most of that rain is going to be staying. Off to the north, moving around Chicago and through portions of Michigan during the overnight. We'll just have those clouds throughout the area. Temperature-wise tonight, not going to be dropping down into the 20s. Instead, the upper 30s to around 40 degrees, 40 in Lafayette. So that south breeze and blanket of clouds will hold temperatures a little bit warmer than where we started off today. 37 your overnight temperature in Muncie. And as we look at your forecast heading out the door in the morning, not going to need that umbrella. We'll have mostly cloudy skies around. That temperature 41 for you at 7 o'clock, 42 by 8. We'll detail a little bit of a warm-up coming our way to start off the work and school week in just a few minutes.
All right, Kyle, thank you. A downtown intersection has been closed most of the night due to a water main break. The Indianapolis Department of Public Works says a service line break at the Hyatt Regency caused water to pool into the road near Washington Street and Capitol Avenue. That intersection has been closed for several hours along with sidewalks in the area. Citizens Energy says a contractor is making repairs to the break. There is no timetable for when the work will be completed. A new traffic alert just in from Citizens Energy. East 34th Street between North Leslie Avenue and North Arlington Avenue will be closed until Wednesday while CSX Transportation makes repairs to its railroad crossing. The crossing was damaged earlier today by a 16-inch diameter water main break. Repairs to the 77-year-old water main are now complete. IPS is hosting a series of town hall meetings this month, giving you a chance to help shape the district's future. The first town hall happens tomorrow evening at 6:30 at Arsenal Tech High School on East Michigan Street. The school board will present the district's strategic priorities, and you can provide feedback. The town hall meetings will take place at various schools through November 14th. Each meeting starts at 6:30. Check the IPS website for other dates and locations. Tonight, a Hendricks County community is coming together to support a family that is facing one of the biggest challenges of their life. It's a charge that is being led by Plainfield Police Department to show a 12-year-old boy who was recently diagnosed with cancer that he is not alone and the community is behind him as he fights. Like most 12-year-old boys, Plainfield Middle School student Jack Moon loves playing sports.
Jack's very active, loves to play baseball, loves to play basketball.
But in August, life took a turn. Instead of sitting in the bleachers watching Jack play, his family is now sitting in a hospital room as Jack receives treatment.
Oh, you can imagine how, anybody's family, young child, 12-year-old child with a bright future, he runs into something like this. It's very traumatic for all of us.
Jack has been diagnosed with type B non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
There was no signs that he was having leukemia, so when we went to the hospital, that's when we found out.
In just 3 months, he's gone through 5 treatment plans.
And he's got 2 left of what we would call the maintenance rounds. It's kind of pretty exciting for us because he's gotten through really all the difficult beginning stages of all of his chemotherapy.
But Jack still has a long road ahead, which is why the Plainfield community is stepping up in a major way, showing Jack he is not alone in his fight.
Finding out that one of our local kids was going to be going through something like this, we definitely wanted to do anything we could to support him and his family.
Plainfield Police Department's Deputy Chief Kyle Pruitt knows Jack and his family from baseball. In order to help with the cost of his treatment, the police department is dedicating the month of November to Jack. They are selling Jack Moon Strong orange window clings that mimic the department's shoulder patches.
Our officers not only support him, but we're gaining from Jack as well. If a 12-year-old can go through this kind of battle, the things that our officers are faced with, sometimes kind of pale in comparison to that.
Officers are also wearing orange ribbon pins on their uniforms and orange underneath shirts. Jack's father, Steve, says his son's diagnosis and treatment is traumatic and a challenge every day for his family, but the community support means the world.
We all have our private moments. We all have our moments with Jack. We have our moments with our friends and our families, but I think overall, because of the support that we've received, that we are pretty strong, just like Jack is.
The police department is also selling Jack Moon Strong t-shirts, bracelets, and hats through November. You can buy these items from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at the Plainfield Police Department headquarters. On November 20th, Jack's Donuts is also donating proceeds to Jack's family, and the items will be available to purchase there as well. All of the money goes towards Jack's treatment. These were the sights and sounds downtown this morning at the Indiana War Memorial for the Indiana National Guard Adjutant General Assumption of Command. A large crowd gathered for the special ceremony, welcoming Brigadier General Ardell Lyle as the 59th Adjutant General of the state of Indiana. A National Guard member we spoke with says it's important to have a ceremony like this when there is a change in command, since the Adjutant General provides the vision and strategic input on how they move forward as an organization.
It's important to acknowledge anytime that a new leader comes into the organization, 12,500 strong. It's just important to acknowledge that so that way everyone has can see the man and know what he's all about as we move forward.
The National Guard has 2 missions: defend the homeland and a federal mission to protect the peace abroad. The lieutenant we spoke with says having today's ceremony at the Indiana War Memorial was special for everyone involved. As you begin your Christmas shopping, a ministry that helps provide care packages for inmates across the state is hoping that you will think of them. Volunteers are busy this weekend helping bag more than 7,000 gift bags for prisoners. Cicero Seventh-day Adventist Church and Indiana Academy students help the Christmas Behind Bars ministry that aims to give inmates hope and let them know that they are not forgotten during the holidays. We told you about the work they are doing last year, and after our story, organizers say 3,000 Bibles and thousands of dollars were donated. Now they are asking for your help again. You can donate Bibles, food, or even make cards that go into the care packages. You can find more information at christmasbehindbars.org. A shocking discovery inside a car on an Indiana interstate. Now police are on the trail of a possible murderer. We'll have that story coming up. We all love a good deal, but if someone calls you claiming to be from your cable company, think twice before accepting a money-saving offer. Kyle.
And we are settling into our new normal here as our average high has dropped into the 50s. That's where we're going to be to start off the week, but we've got a big cool down coming our way. High temperatures that are only going to be in the middle 30s. We'll talk about when that will arrive and the rain and snow to come with it. You're watching RTV6 News at 11.
This is RTV6 News at 11, working for you.
A robbery suspect is in critical condition after being shot by a Metro police officer. The officer was actually working an off-duty job in the 3800 block of Georgetown when the shooting happened just after 3 this morning. The officer heard shots being fired and found a robbery victim lying in a nearby parking lot. The officer says he then saw a possible suspect running from the scene, and he fired when that suspect refused to stop. The suspect and the victim were taken to the hospital in critical condition. IMPD placed the officer on administrative leave as part of normal procedure. Tonight, detectives with the Whitestown Police Department are trying to figure out what led up to the death of a woman on I-65 this morning. Officers were called just before 4 a.m. to a disabled vehicle against the guardrail near the 131-mile marker. Police say they discovered 29-year-old Sierra Reed of Illinois unresponsive. She was suffering from gunshot wounds inside a white Mercedes-Benz SUV and later died from her injuries. The Boone County Homicide Task Force is helping Whitestown with this investigation. If you have any information, call 317-732-4305. Tonight, 3 southbound lanes of I-69 near 106th Street in Fishers have reopened after a fatal crash caused a shutdown earlier today. Fishers police say 1 person is dead and 2 construction workers are seriously injured after a van hit a construction truck. The driver of the van died. The construction crews were picking up barrels when the crash happened around 2:15. The name of the person who died has not been released. Politics now in the race for 2020. The Iowa caucus is closing in less than 100 days to go. A new ABC News Washington Post poll out today showing consistency at the head of the pack. ABC's Zoreen Shaw reports from the campaign trail in Des Moines.
Less than 100 days until the Iowa caucuses, an ABC News Washington Post poll shows the top of the pack starting to firm up. Among registered voters leaning Democrat, Joe Biden leads the pack, followed by Elizabeth Warren, Senator Bernie Sanders, and Pete Buttigieg, making his way into 4th place. The South Bend mayor spoke with George Stephanopoulos on This Week about his momentum.
There's amazing energy behind our campaign right now. We're seeing it on the ground here in Iowa. We're seeing it pick up in a lot of places. And I think voters are really narrowing down their choices, and instead of just getting to know us, now they're really making up their minds.
That same poll also showing former Vice President Joe Biden seen by leaned Democrats as having the best chance of defeating President Trump. After a night in New York to catch a UFC event, President Trump sounding optimistic about 2020 today as he arrived back at the White House.
Our poll numbers are great. We're doing very well in the polls.
A statement not necessarily supported by the ABC News Washington Post poll. While the president's job approval rating is stable, it remains low at 38%, but perhaps cause for concern. A drop in approval among a key group, his job approval among conservatives, has dropped from 77% in July to 67% today. The president also confident that the impeachment inquiry will not impact his chances next November.
The swing states, they don't want to hear about it. Then we have polls. People don't want to hear about impeachment. The only one that wants impeachment and talk about it is the fake media and the Democrats who basically, they work for the media.
Zoreen Shaw, ABC News, Des Moines, Iowa.
The 2019 municipal election is just 2 days away on November 5th. Early voting ended today at the 4 Marion County satellite centers, but you can still cast an early vote at the county clerk's office until noon tomorrow. Again, this is a municipal election, meaning you'll be able to cast votes for mayor, council races, and some school referendums. Tonight, the Better Business Bureau is warning of a scam in which con artists impersonating cable company reps claim to offer you a great deal on your service. Here's how it works. You get a call offering a special promotion on your cable bill. You pay for a few months up front and you get a discounted monthly rate. You're then asked to buy prepaid debit cards to make the upfront payments. The BBB says when in doubt, verify special deals with your cable company and never make payments with prepaid debit cards or wire transfers. Today was College Goals Sunday, a day focused on getting high school seniors important financial help for college. Financial experts were at 37 different sites across the state helping local families fill out the FAFSA form. This is video from George Washington High School. The FAFSA allows students to be eligible for financial aid, but organizers of College Goals Sunday say it's often thought of as difficult by many families. And if they don't fill it out, they could lose thousands of dollars if it's not complete by the deadline.
They may be the first in their family to go to college. This may be their first exposure to applying for things to do with college. And so an application that asks so many personal questions and financial questions can seem overwhelming. I love helping families. I love helping students achieve their education goals and just being kind of an instrument in that regard.
The deadline in Indiana to complete the FAFSA is April 15th. Disappointment in Colts Nation tonight. Our 3-game winning streak ended today with a 26-24 loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Adam Vinatieri missed a field goal with 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the game that would have given the Colts the lead. Vinatieri, whose 55-yard kick last week against Denver gave the Colts their 3rd straight victory, pulled his attempt left of the uprights as the Colts fell out of first place in the AFC South. Indianapolis also lost quarterback Jacoby Brissett to a knee injury in the first half. The Colts welcome the Miami Dolphins to Lucas Oil Stadium next Sunday. And the city of Carmel hosted a special Colts road game watch party today at Midtown Plaza. Although the outcome against Pittsburgh was not what most wanted, most people said they had a great time gathering as a community to root on the team. The free event included an appearance by Colts cheerleaders, the Colts in Motion Traveling Museum, and lots of giveaways. And Kyle, looking at that video right there, it looked bright, a nice day to kind of be outside, even though it was a little chilly, but not too bad.
Yeah, we had some sunshine out there and temperatures made their way into the 50s. Really felt pretty good here, and we're going to see some more 50s coming our way here. As mentioned before, it's kind of the new normal now at this point as we make our way into November. Our temperature 47, and we are making some improvement because numbers right now are about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than they were this time last night. Our south to southwest breeze there at 10 miles per hour, and that's helping to keep those temperatures pretty steady, and we're all in pretty good company here, sitting in the middle to upper 40s. 47, Greencastle, Martinsville, Connorsville coming in at 45 and 46 right now in Tipton and Peru. Tonight we'll settle back into the upper 30s to around 40 degrees. Again, we'll have the clouds around and we'll keep that south wind throughout the night, about 10 miles per hour. So TrueCast to start the day. We'll have the clouds around the area, but again, it's going to be a dry start here. And even as we go to the lunch hour, mostly cloudy skies, but not going to need that umbrella. As we go into the evening hours now, TrueCast is becoming a little more aggressive in trying to bring out a few light rain showers as we go into Monday evening and Monday night. I would still say our rain chance is only about 20% or less because we still have some pretty dry air in place here across central Indiana. And temperatures on Monday, even though we're going to have the clouds around, they'll still get a boost here, making their way into the 50s. Lunch hour temperature at 54. Won't climb too much more from that for the afternoon high around 56, but that southwest breeze at 15 miles per hour helping to raise those temperatures despite the clouds around. 53 in Lafayette, 58 in Rushville, and close to 60 degrees in Columbus. All right, on Tuesday, Election Day, we are going to have more sunshine back in the forecast, but a cold front will have moved through that brings that small shower chance tomorrow evening. So that means temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler, 40s to around 50 for the afternoon high, and our winds are going to be out of the northwest. But our weather is quiet here to start the work and school week. When we change things up a little bit and it gets pretty interesting, this is Thursday at 5 a.m. One of the models bringing in some rain and possibly some colder air, making a transition to some snow showers. more to fine-tune as we get a little bit closer with that system, but just something to watch over the next 7 days of our forecast. Between now and then, though, we've got highs in the 50s. Thursday will be that transition day with some rain and possibly snow showers. Much colder on Friday, 36. We'll bounce those temperatures around, get a little bit warmer as we go through next weekend.
At least each day it looks like maybe we'll get some sunshine.
Some sunshine will work in there tomorrow, a little more cloud cover, but it's dry.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Kyle. Coming up, new technology aims to rework how we deal with our feelings, but it's not an answer to everything. The warning you need to hear before downloading a mental health app.
Join us weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
1 in 25 people experience mental illness every day, according to the National Alliance of Mental Illness. Some of those people are turning to their cell phones to help ease mental challenges. But one doctor has a warning if you want to download a mental health app. Amy Taylor has what to look for before downloading.
It got to the point where I didn't sleep for about 2 weeks. And I just couldn't function anymore.
Many people who suffer from anxiety or depression turn to a doctor for help.
When someone comes to a psychologist or a therapist, I very clearly tell people, I don't fix you at all. I give you the knowledge, the tools, and the support for you to fix yourself.
And sometimes those tools include mental health apps, which Dr. Cameron Seppa says are becoming more popular, but he does have warnings for users.
Companies like Goop, who have been very publicly kind of bashed for promoting stuff that falls into, astrology territory.
Basically, because apps are not regulated, they are allowed to claim whatever they want without having to show proof.
Is it based on an evidence base? Are they continuing to publish to prove that what they're doing, they're claiming is actually effective? And third, are they working with a large population in the real world?
He's seen some claims be based on a study of as few as 5 people.
Go on their website and look at the claims. Like, do they even have publications? Is it based on something that you're familiar with?
Also, watch out for certain wellness apps.
But meditation is obviously a very helpful way of training your attention. And that can obviously have beneficial effects if you're dealing with, like I said, mild to moderate anxiety, maybe even depression. But it's not a replacement for holistic treatment.
There are even apps that allow you to call and text licensed therapists. But Seppa says for those, seek medical professionals to give it a thumbs up.
That was Annie Taylor reporting, and we'll be right back here with the final check of the forecast and an update on the chicken sandwich war.
1,000-mile warranty at Honda of Fishers.
The principal and a teacher at an elementary school in Utah are on paid administrative leave after a student wore a Hitler costume to a Halloween parade at the school. Someone posted a photo online from the parade showing a child wearing a red swastika on his arm and an apparent Nazi uniform. The image spread quickly on social media, alarming parents in the district and beyond.
This is something that offended a number of people, frightened people, traumatized people to see it.
The district apologized for what happened, saying they do not tolerate speech, images, or conduct that portray or promote hate in any form. It's back. Someone who stole a boulder from Prescott National Forest 2 weeks ago has now returned it. The Arizona landmark known as Wizard Rock weighs 1 ton, so park rangers were puzzled as to who would have taken it and how they did it. The park says the boulder was returned on Friday. Park officials say this boulder is extremely popular and many people stop to take pictures and admire it, so they're glad it was returned. Let the chicken sandwich war begin again. As of today, Popeyes says its spicy chicken sandwich is permanently back on the menu. The chain ran out of inventory in August after just 2 weeks because of what it called extraordinary demand. It was driven by a viral social media spat with other fast food chains over who has the best chicken sandwich. Now, after a 2-month wait, Popeyes is again selling the popular chicken sandwich. A spokesman says Popeyes has stabilized its supply chain for the sandwich. I have yet to try it, Kyle.
I was going to say, it sounds like we need to go do a taste test and figure out who has the best one. All right, well, let's get you ready for the morning. Maybe you're going to be grabbing that chicken biscuit as you head out the door. We've got temperatures that'll be around 40 degrees, mostly cloudy skies with that sunrise just a little after 7 o'clock in the morning, and then things are cooling down for the end of the week.
All right, Kyle, looks good. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night.